Yes, sir. And we are back with another one. Welcome back to episode 2 of Gurus of the Game, man, with your boy. I am your host, Take Over Russ.
LaRon checking in from Arizona. Everything going good.
Yes, sir. And this is our Sunday edition of our conversations, man. Baby, what's good with you, bro?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I had a great weekend, man. Everything been going good. My brother stopped in town on me, and I'm ready to dive into it today. We got a great guest.
Yeah, big time. We got a great guest, special guest. Can't wait to get into it, man. This is our Labor Day edition. You know what I'm saying? Our first holiday weekend, man. Kind of getting to it, bro. So I'm excited, man. First of May to come, my boy.
Definitely, bro. Definitely,
There's definitely some stuff in the culture, in the industry, in the world that I want to touch on.
definitely.
But sooner or later we definitely gonna get to that. But
Yeah, it's a lot of hearsay out there, man. A lot of this and a lot of that, and a whole bunch of nothing.
nah, big time. But
But
today,
I definitely want to put my 2 cents in. I definitely got my 2 cents to put in.
yeah, big time. But we definitely gonna stick to the facts of the matter, man, and keep it to what the game that is. But before we get started, let me introduce, ladies and gentlemen, today we got a special one for y'all. My guest is somebody who has put in the work on every level of his game, player, pro, and now coach. Out of Bellevue, Illinois, he has a 4-year starter at Tennessee State University, where he laced them up in over 120 games, scored buckets, knocked down threes, and even went toe to toe with powerhouses like Kansas. After college, he took his talents overseas, playing professional in both Georgia and Mexico. That wasn't the end of his story, though. That was just the beginning. He made the transition into coaching, grinding his way from Northern Oklahoma College, Indeed, to Missouri S&T, where he turned around a program and even served as an interim head coach towards the end of the season, leading them to some big wins. Then he made his mark at SIU Edwardsville, helping push the Cougars to a winning record and an OVC tournament run. And now, in just his second season at Southern Illinois, he already been promised to assistant coach and making waves, developing players, and building a resume that's only getting stronger. A coach, a leader, a former pro, a young mind in the game that's on the rise, and now we're guru. Please welcome to the show, my man, Mr. Darreon Reddick. Give him more D, man. Give it up, man. Give it up for my boy D, man.
Man,
Appreciate that.
Darian, appreciate your time, man. Thanks for having us, Coach.
Yeah, appreciate that intro. I know when it's come out, man. My people from home, they're gonna say it's Illinois. It's no S on the end. You know what I'm saying? So they get on y'all about that one.
Oh yeah, okay.
Illinois?
My bad,
Is
my
it just
bad. I
strictly
appreciate that.
Illinois?
Yeah, it's just Illinois. So they be strict about that right there. If you say Illinois, it's like, well, yeah, they ain't hip enough. But it's all good.
Okay. We appreciate that, Coach. Wise. Definitely.
Yeah, no, big time, man. We appreciate your time, man. Excited to get hear your story, man. Hear about that journey, man, and definitely get some gems.
Yeah.
And we all want to know kind of how we get started here at the Growers of the Game, bro. Is how'd you get started, and who put the ball in your hand?
I don't have a love a traditional love story with basketball. You know what I'm saying? I was just a typical kid. I played everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I played my first sport was soccer. You know what I'm saying? I was a goalie, right? I played soccer. I was a goalie. Then I played football. Was a wideout. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like ventured into different avenues. But once I started playing basketball, I kind of just had a niche for it. You know what I'm saying? Like in football, I was running routes but wasn't getting the ball. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? In soccer, I was a goalie. Got to wait till somebody try to score to make a play. When
Exactly.
I played basketball, I'm like, okay, like I could kind of be creative and make something happen for myself. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
ever since I felt that, that the ball in my hand to make some plays, I was like, okay, I can get used to this feeling right here.
Okay. Nice. Soccer. That's dope, bro.
Yeah. Soccer, yeah, it was the first one. I just,
I
boy,
make sure my daughters
uh,
play soccer. I got
it
a 3 year old.
definitely developed good footwork. You know what I'm saying? And conditioning. It got some pros to playing, all different sports, but as far as being a playmaker, having your own creative to make your own game, basketball, I feel like it's untouched. You can make your own way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's dope.
When did you first start playing basketball?
I would say probably like, 4th, 5th grade, right? Like, after school with the guys and stuff like that. But I ain't start locking in the basketball until AAU, probably like my 7th grade, 8th grade year. You know what I mean?
What AAU program you play for?
I play with the Jets, Southern Illinois program, man. It's
Okay.
they on the uprising right now, but it's based in Southern Illinois, kind of St. Louis area a little bit.
Okay.
But it's a good program. They still going strong to this day. You know what I mean? But I start locking in when about 7th, 8th grade.
Okay. Nice.
You played with them all the way through?
Yeah, I stayed loyal, man. And school tried to get me. I know Chicago. I know a couple Mac Irvin teams reached out to me a little bit, but my
Okay.
program, the guys I was with, they was my brothers, and then like my coaches, they was kind of like uncles to me. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of stayed loyal.
You got siblings?
Not only child, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I took basketball. I take it personal. I take it like family. My teammates and my brothers, you know what I'm saying, and my coaches, they like father figures, you know what I'm saying? So I was locked in with my program, and I ain't want to go nowhere else.
Okay. Nice.
So did your parents play basketball, or was it just like your friends played and somebody's dad just kind of took you to practice one day?
Nah, my mama, she ran. I grew up in a single parent household, so my mom, she used to run track like in high school, but she got right into the Air Force. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, like my basketball journey wasn't. It was just like I'm gonna put you in these sports to get you out the house. You know what I mean? And whatever you like, what we gonna do. But eventually, I ended up getting taller. Like I said, 7th, 8th grade, I was about 6 foot already. You know what I'm saying? But I was playing a center spot, right? I was playing center. But I always had handle. I didn't be in the guard. But so I used to get the rebound, and they like, hey, pass. I'm pushing that thing myself.
How tall are you on paper?
I'm 6'3".
Okay,
Probably 6'3", 6'4".
I'm 6'2". Hey, see, Russ, what you giving yourself, man?
I'm 6'4" on paper, baby.
So on paper, that probably me an inch shorter.
Yeah, for the scouts, I might jump 6'6", just off some ignorance, just forced it.
Yeah, for sure.
So, a quick question for me though. So, what made you pick TSU?
Man, I would say my coach, just the recruiting process. My coach at the time, Dana Ford. At that time, he was the youngest coach in the country. He was 28 years old as a head coach, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And just chopping up with me on the phone, just our conversations, man, was always genuine. He always checked in with me and my mom. It's a long story, man, but he a loyal dude and he true to his word. He always wasn't a head coach.
That was a personal, trusted decision. That's dope.
For sure.
And how you feel about Nashville? You like it out there? I spent time out there. That's why I'm asking you. I spent time in Antioch. I've been to Opry Mills and in the hills and everything.
Broadway.
Huh?
Been on Broadway before. Broadway, the little strip downtown.
Yeah. We gonna keep it sports, but yeah, I know about Limelight and all that. And I had some good times out there.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was a big Steve McNair fan growing up. So, well respected HBCU down there. Well respected HBCU, man. Good coach.
So I want to go back to you playing AAU because I know sometimes, so 7th, 8th grade, kids can get lost, right? And so was it just like a tryout that kind of happened, or was you kind of playing school ball and it kind of turned into you playing into AAU?
It was school ball. I was, like I said, 7th, 8th grade, I kind of started getting my name out there in middle school. And that's when people start calling, like, hey, what AAU team you going to play for?
Right. That's the biggest question, 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah. So it was a tryout at first, but it's kind of like not really a try. They know who you are. You're going to make it. You got to go out there and just, just show up. So it was just middle school. I was hooping, and then AAU came out, and, they reached out to me, said interested into you. You know what I'm saying? And from that, it was just history.
And what's your natural position?
Man, I done played it all. Like I would say I'm just the combo guard. You know what I'm saying? I can play the 1, play the 2, play the 3. Like I done played it all. I play every guard spot. You know what I mean? I was a point guard in high school. College, I played shooting guard, point guard. It's whatever. I was just a guard. Call myself a guard.
Nice.
So who all did you play with then during your AAU times?
I played with some killers, man. Y'all might not know them nationally wise, but like we had a squad. Like Pat McCaw, right? Pat McCaw played for the Warriors, won 3 rings, had an NBA run.
Mm-hmm.
Like Pat was on our team, but he came off the bench. I had a guy named Darius Austin, right?
Wait, how did he get to the Warriors, but he came off the bench, AAU, and he won 3 NBA championships?
So you dive into that a little bit. dive into that, and he won a back-to-back, right?
Yeah,
I remember that. I know exactly.
So
What
I mean,
you're talking about.
he must have played with your boy Looney then.
Yeah, he played with Loon.
Yeah, how does that even happen?
Definitely.
I think it's just situation and late bloomers. Like Pat, like if you go back and ask Pat at that time, Pat was like, yeah, he wasn't who he was now. He went to one of them prep schools over there. I forgot which prep school he went to.
Did he grow? Was it a significant growth spurt he had?
It's all that. Like I grew early. I was tall in 7th, 8th grade. You know what I mean?
I know you said you played center. I'm like, oh man,
yeah,
okay.
Pat had game, but he was like skinny, have his body. Yeah, everybody grow at different times, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But Pat was a hooper. Always had a nice jump shot, had a smooth crossover. He went prep school, came back and blew up. You know what I'm saying? Like Pat always had G. It's just different times for everybody hit they love, they spurt or whatever. So, but Pat had G, man. Darius Austin, he was a hooper. Malcolm Hill probably the program's like best player. Malcolm Hill went
Where
to
do you play at college wise?
University of Illinois. Probably I think top 3 in scoring in school history.
Okay.
Played for the Bulls, had a run with the Bulls, played for the Pelicans, now kind of like in the G League overseas right now. But Malcolm Hill, he a hooper, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So it's guys just that you gotta know being from the area.
Okay, I've actually played down in. Are you familiar with like Poplar Bluff?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so I've actually played down there. I played against Ben Hinsborough, and then the guy that was real good during my time, who was supposed to be that dude in the St. Louis area, was Leon Powell.
Yeah. He got a son. He got a son.
Bro, I'm so glad you said that. So I ran into them at the airport one time, and I was like, man, I remember I played against Leon Powell. They was like, here you go, right here.
Yeah.
I'm like, how?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's his son. I'm like, that's crazy. But he was that dude. Like when I came down to play Poplar Ball, Ben Hansborough was pretty good, but Leon Powell, I thought he was gonna be in the NBA.
Yeah. His hoopers everywhere, man. Some just don't make it, but it's guys that's talented all over the place, man. Just don't know their name.
Okay. Nice.
So coming out of 7th, 8th grade, as you started hooping and you started getting that notoriety, did that play an impact in like where you went to high school at?
Nah, my mom, like she old school. We wasn't go to the biggest school, go to a prep school, like whatever district we live in, that's where I'm going. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to play with somebody else or go to a bigger spot. I played for a public school where I went to school at, you know what I'm saying, where I lived at. That's all it was. I never made basketball decisions in my life. I hoop, went to school, and wherever my path led me to, I was gonna do it. You know what I
mean?
So
you wasn't like considered a prep school or anything like that?
None of that. I just played. My mama said, if you're good enough, they'll find you. And I believed in it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to. And if you do chase it, the prep school, I mean, everybody path different. But me, I was like, if I can hoop, they gonna find me wherever I'm at. You know what I mean?
So you went straight to TSU out of high school?
Yep.
Nice.
I ain't gonna lie. I think now more than ever, that's real. If you're good, they're gonna find you. I think, granted, I went to school early 2000s. And so, like, way back then, like, before the shoe circuit, like, you might have been overlooked. But I think almost now, I mean, as your college coach, we'll definitely get to that in a second. There are some all-state guys, all-league guys, 25-a-point game guys that ain't got no looks.
Yeah. I say that, too. Like, I'm not saying my path was the right way. I'm just going off of how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? Like, you right. Like, playing on EYBL is a different level. Like, you good enough to play on EYBL, you need to go. You know what I'm saying? Because you may play on a smaller circuit and not get seen and be better than guys over there. So that was just my path. You know what I mean? If I could have played EYBL, without switching teams, I would have did it in a heartbeat. It's the highest level of AAU basketball. You know what I mean? I done seen guys go over there and blow up. But I know guys at another circuit who just as good as him, but he ain't getting the eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Definitely before I ain't my way to white raised is how I was raised though.
How was it your freshman year, kind of going into before college, but like going from 8th grade to 9th grade? Was it like a freshman playing varsity? Were you kind of getting that interest? How was that transition for you?
Yeah, so 8th grade I was getting calls from high schools, because it's 2 high schools where I'm from. It's Belleville East and then it's Altoff. Altoff like a private school where they kind of recruit a little bit. So they called me too and asked me where I was gonna go to Belleville East or come rock with them. But I played varsity as a freshman. I dressed varsity. I played like in the blowout games, but I started JV, and then my sophomore year I ended up being a starter from here on out. So freshman year I played varsity a little bit, started JV. Sophomore year it was always a starter from there on.
Okay.
We had a squad though. I said we had a good team.
Okay. Nice.
Who all you played with in high school?
So Malcolm Hill, that's probably the name that guys would know, like real hoop heads would know. Um, Another athlete that we had, he's in the NFL right now, Dory Jackson. You know, what I mean, he was one of them boys too. Like he was just an athlete. Like he could play ball, play football, but he ended up transferring to to Cali and blew up over there. But Malcolm Hill was probably the guy that most hoop heads would know.
Okay. Nice.
You guys went to state?
Nah, we we was top, man. We was top 3 in the state my junior year, like hooping. Like I think it was Simeon, probably Whitney Young, and Simeon. They had Jabari Parker, them,
Okay.
Kendrick Nunn. They had a squad with the
That's
young.
your same class. What who was in your class coming out of Illinois?
My class was Jaleel Okafor,
Okay.
Cliff Alexander,
Okay.
Tyler Eulis.
Okay.
Keita,
Tyler, my man. That's good.
yeah,
That's what's up.
like Keita Bates, Diop, like that's a name people like let you know ball. Like Keita Bates, I think he's still playing in the league somewhere. Like Keita Bates was nice.
Okay.
Vic Law, like it's a lot of guys. I mean, my class was deep for real. Like Pay now, it's a lot of hoopers, but the top guys was Jaleel, Cliff Alexander, Tyler Eulis, them guys up north.
Okay.
I'm saying, where would you? I mean, as far as Illinois basketball goes, I mean, you named quite a few names. You can name about 10 names. I mean, where would you rank that class of like Illinois basketball through it all?
Hey, it's like an old head, man, but I'm putting my class against because I feel like I was a hooper. You know what I mean? And I was top 10 for a little bit my junior year. I ended up finishing like probably like top 15, top 20, but I was nice. You know what I mean? Like I think one of my class 2014 is one of them ones for real. If you go back and look at the history of Illinois basketball, even like guys like in the Springfield area, like Larry Austin went high major, played at Vanderbilt. Peyton Allen went to Texas A&M. Like even like I went mid major. My team went mid. It's a lot of hoopers in my class. Like you got Jaleel. Like Jaleel was a problem. Cliff Alexander a problem. Tyler Eulis problem. Like real pros.
Yeah, those are about 4 or 5 real pros right there that you just named at one time.
I'm probably missing some too. I'm probably but we had a unit in 2014.
Okay.
Did that go into like some of the rivalry games that you played in?
Yeah, and just coming up where I'm from, our rivalries was probably like really eternal for real. Like, because we always felt like down south was under recruited when it came to Chicago, so we took it personal. Like anytime we played a Mac Urban Fire, a Mean Streets, Illinois Wolves, we was like, all right, we on that because it's like they getting all the love. You know what I mean? It always was like Chicago get the most love in Illinois for whatever reason. You know what I mean?
played against Illinois Fire, the Wolves, and the Streets. I'm from Wisconsin, so I already know. So I want to ask you, what would you rank Illinois basketball? Like, how would you rank y'all nationally? Like I'm saying, like, would you put Illinois like as far as producing basketball players or playing at the highest level? Are y'all number one? Are you that guy?
Nah, I mean, but we got some pros. I mean, like the D Rose, the D Wade. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's some of the best of the best. You could argue that against anybody.
And I think the Midwest in general, like even like Indiana, like we just real skilled. I would say, like we known for being skilled, high guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you got to get like West Coast, like Cali. Like Cali got
Okay, so you got respect for the West Coast game, the New York street ball game.
I'm not biased at all. Like even like East Coast, West Coast. I'm not biased at all, but I do know the Midwest. Like
Who's your favorite player out of Illinois
of all time?
Yeah, like just who you think filthy, like that you grew up. Like who would you say your favorite player was?
We talking about professionals. I mean, like I grew up being a D Rose guy. He was like
filthy.
So when did you see? Was D Rose your class or was he before you?
Oh, nah,
D Rose is my class.
Yeah, he older, but
I'm 2007. That's my exact class. Him and Pat Bear. I played against them both.
Yeah, D Rose he was kind of like, especially he was a guard. I like his demeanor. You know what I mean? He was real humble. That's what guys liked him for. Because he was just
mute. Almost mute.
Yeah, exactly. He was cold. He handled business, and he wasn't too loud. That's the type.
No celebrations. I've seen him dunk on guys. No celebrations. Just back on D.
That's D Rose a dunk on you with no celebration.
No celebration.
I was a D Rose guy.
Like up. Not mad neither though. Don't look mad. Just looking serious. Like,
yeah.
Like man.
He ain't played no games. D Rose is one of them.
Yeah. I had the pleasure to play against Chicago Marshall and Chicago Bogut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I got to see a lot of and then I always tell guys like, man, Pat Bev averaged 38 in high school, man. We went to go scout Chicago Marshall, like we drove. Me and my coach drove out of Illinois. It's like, hey, man, go check
Yeah.
the school.
Now he known for the defend. That's why I try to tell
Guys
guys
have no clue, man.
like
No clue, man.
it's a different level, man. It ain't. Is that you got to find a role, man? Like Pat Bear was really a bucket. I heard. Now he's literally a 3-and-D point. You know what I mean? Like
I was talking about he get 40s.
yeah.
Get 40s.
So if you was going to high school around that time in Illinois, what was the temptations with the street? Was there any, or were you just kind of straight and narrow?
Oh no, I ain't. Nah, where I grew up. Yeah, I grew up. My mama didn't play. Like I said, I was taken care of. You know what I mean? I wasn't out there doing nothing crazy. She ain't play no games. Still to this day, just I was on a straight path for sure.
Okay,
What
like,
are
so like she's firm, like church. You go to church every Sunday.
Grew up in the church. You know what I'm saying? Grew up in the church every Sunday.
Mhm.
Falling asleep, but we there. You know what I'm saying? We there.
Mhm.
But yeah, she just raised me the right way. Obviously, I have my freedom, but she just like, man, one bad decision could ruin your whole career. And I was big on going to Division One. I wanted to go hoop. I wanted to go do this. And she was like, man,
one bad decision, one bad friend, it can ruin everything.
She was like, man, she told me a story about people she came up with just being in the wrong car at the wrong time or being in the wrong area at the wrong time. So I always on point about who I was with and what I was doing. Always on point, even to this day.
are the distractions the same as they were back then for the kids as they are now? Especially you being a coach and having to recruit and sit in different living rooms and going to different states. Is it? I mean, is it worse? Was it easier back then, or are kids easily distracted now by the temptations?
I would say it's harder these days. It's like back when I was coming up, social media wasn't really a thing for real. You know what I mean? I think the more is just the phones. Like you may text somebody the wrong thing and they screenshot you. Now you viral. Like, hey, this person said this to me. Everybody recording everything.
Peer pressure might be more harsh in this era because it's people who are not even there to see what happened can still put the pressure on you just off seeing it socially. So I totally agree with that.
Yeah,
and the internet is way crazier now.
A lot of clout chasing going on too, man. People do a lot for some clout, man. Let's go viral, but they'll do whatever, and that just it ain't always good publicity.
Was your school like an inner city public school, or was it like kind of hectic, like metal detectors, like typical Illinois school?
No, I went to it. We had like an outside campus, man. It was a diverse school. It was outside, kind of like a college campus. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. I had no problems in my school.
Was it like real big on like rivalry days and like going to like state and stuff like that, or was it like known for basketball? Was this just more so education?
When we got there, it was definitely known for basketball. Like I said, I'm from Belleville, so and there's two parts: there's a Belleville East and a Belleville West, right? East side and the West side. So that was the biggest rivalry. Every time we played them, it was blue versus maroon, and then we had East St. Louis down the street. More tougher environment. We go to East St. Louis. It's a college environment over there. But yeah, when we got there, when I was there, I can't speak for before or after, but it was definitely a basketball school.
So when you got to college, how was the TSU homecomings?
Man, hey, best 4 years of my life, just to keep it as clean as I can, man. I enjoyed.
Exactly right. Hey, that's a big deal, right? That's a big deal, right?
I think I went on we used to have recruits come on homecoming week, and it's like you don't even got to really sell it no more. Like they come to homecoming week, they commit.
That's why you went to TSU.
I'm telling you, boy, that's the best 4 years of my life on and off the court, man. Experiences. If you ain't never been to homecoming to HBCU, I don't care which one is that. You got to go experience it, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Exactly. I know. I just wanted to kind of get that out the way. Like, wait a minute. Like, hey, that's a part of it too, now. That's a part of it.
I'm trying to go back this year too. I'm trying to fit in my schedule to go back this year, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Was that some of the main things that drew to TSU, or was it some other things involved?
Nah, it really go back, man. Like my recruiting story, is different. Like I was heavily recruited in high school, like Power Fives, right? Power Fives on me, but I didn't understand the game how I do now, right? I didn't understand that a school may hit you up just keep you at bay. You might not be high on their board, you know what I mean? So I was getting love from high majors, mid majors, low majors, you know, but as a kid, you want to go to the biggest school possible. But I'm not knowing really down here. So I'm really blowing moves that are good, waiting for these. And these never came. These never came. I ended up losing these. And then long story short, I ended up losing 4 offers around the time I had. And then Dana Ford, who I ended up playing for at TSU, he was an assistant at the time. And he was like, hey, I'm about to get an interview at Tennessee State. If I get the job, you be my first. So I told you earlier about him being loyal, keeping his word. I remember it came on Twitter, like D4 has been hired at TSU. My phone rang. My mom's phone rang probably like an hour after. Like, I got the job, come on his visit. And after that, you know what I mean? Like, he always like kept his word. He had to do that, you know, because I was kind of in a dark place as far as like losing offers, not knowing where I'm gonna go. And I know he came and kept his word. And after that, I was loyal to him, you know, ever since.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's a good spot too, though. Did you miss the Covington era? Or did you play with Covington?
Nah, he was right. I think a year or two before me. But Rob always showed love. Like Rob was there. He's even to this day he always comes to the.
Because he's from Illinois too, correct?
Yeah. And D4 recruited him. You know what I'm saying? He always showed love. He was at practices showing us love, giving us free game. Even another guy named Patrick Miller from Chicago, a big guard. He's still playing right now. So I didn't play with Rob, but I definitely know him. He came around, practiced with us, and showed love.
Okay, nice.
What all offers did you lose?
Man, so Missouri State was one I was gonna go to. Missouri Valley, and where I'm coaching right now in the same league. But Missouri State was one. I was high on that school, but kind of just dragging them along, not knowing what I was doing. Illinois State. Who else? Bradley. Kind of like this whole like Midwest, a lot of Midwest offers, right? But like Michigan will be calling me every now and then.
Bradley in your conference that you coaching in right now?
Yeah, Bradley in there. Yep.
I'll definitely be at a game this year. What's his name? Darius Hannah is he's from Milwaukee.
Yeah, Lefty. He was there. He was there. He graduated. He was there last year.
And between me and you, I'm telling you right now, he would not be at Bradley if he didn't. I want to say tore his ACL in like his senior year or something like that. Maybe his junior year. He's supposed to be a Pac-12 guy, Pac-10 guy.
Yeah.
He could have been like.
But it worked out. He had a good career though. You know what I'm saying?
Great career. He's doing good, bro. Clean cut kid. His brother's doing phenomenal as well. His brother's at Alabama, so shout out to his brother.
Yep.
So I would definitely catch one of those games. If not, I'm gonna watch it, man. I'm gonna follow up on that game.
I'm not. Just hit me. I'll give you the tickets. I said it's nothing.
Exactly. Appreciate you.
Losing scholarships these days could be life changing.
Yeah. Well, it was back then. It's always like change. I just didn't understand the business how I do now. That's why I use it to my benefit. Like when I'm recruiting kids now, I'm always honest with the kids I talk to. I'll tell them like, hey man, if you got something good and you feel good about it, take it right now. Like don't prolong this journey, end up losing offers. Like don't make the mistake I made. And I'm vulnerable. I'll open up with the kids, and they always respect that.
Unpacking more that you're on the other side of it, coaching wise. As far as giving advice like that, do you kind of see kids kind of like shooting themselves in their own foot at the same time?
A little bit. It's just, and I don't want to say it the wrong way. It's just like you gotta have a tight circle, man. Your circle is everything. A lot of kids these days, it's a lot of agents involved. AAU coaches involved. Like me, it was just me, my mom, and my AAU coach. You know what I mean? I wasn't hearing, all these outside voices about what I should do, where I should go, who offering what. These days, kids got agents, right? And the agents don't really
high school agents, it's portal agents. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Right, I won't speak for all of them, but some of these agents, they kind of just want they want to get you to the most money possible for them, right? I'm just being honest. Like, not all of them, but some of them are money hungry, and they don't care about the situation. They want you to go to where you can get paid the most. You know what I mean? So I would just say, man, just be smart, right, and understand what's the end goal here. Don't sacrifice long-term money for short-term money. You know what I mean? Be in college. Like, your end goal is to be a pro, go where you can make money at, you know what I mean, and spend your game to be a pro eventually, and not chase a short-term check.
What do you look for in a recruit?
Man,
how do you differentiate? Like, do you go off where they're from, how they raised, or the kid personally? Like, what can you tell it?
It all depends on who you're working for. First of all, I mean, that's whatever your coach like, your boss like, that's what you got to do. But me personally, like if I was a head coach, just to give y'all my answer, character is first. Like being running your program, you got to have high character people in there. You can't have people in there, you know, who you can't trust off the court. Who may end up on the news making a bad decision. Like I know everybody make mistakes, but you got to recruit character, guys that you could trust that's going to represent the program well. And I'm a big like skills guy. I think skills pay the bill. You know what I mean? High IQ guys, skills guys that can shoot, pass, and dribble. What we look for, obviously positional size. You know what I mean? But I know some guys like athletes who could run, jump, and all that. But if you could shoot, pass, and dribble, got a good feel of the game, we'll make it work.
I love what you said about character, bro, because that's like universal. That's for all positions, for all like the character. That's exactly what matters, man. Like,
you want to build a good program, you can't sacrifice character for talent, man. You want to have a good program. You can have a good team with some guys who love character and can hoop. Like, you may win a championship, but if you want a program that's going to sustain, the Dukes, the Michigan States, like you got to have character every year. You know what I mean? Every year.
I got to shout out my coach, man. Shout out Coach D, man, from Cupertino. He used to always be like, you think this builds character? You think working hard builds character? This reveals character. I'm here to reveal your character.
That's a fact, though. I like that.
I used to be like, ooh, that's kind of, you got me, coach. That makes sense logic-wise.
Nah, fact.
We gonna reveal who really. Okay, I like your character. We're gonna reveal all that. The good, the bad. Adversity.
Exactly. That's my we'll get into that later, but adversity. That's if you could beat that, you straight.
Exactly, man. So we had to do something called like a happy trail. We used to run 5.5 miles, and I hated it.
Yeah.
This does not build character, bro. I'm not here to build you. I'm here to reveal who you are right now.
Exactly. We used to do stuff that didn't relate to basketball. We used to be running mile. Like, wow, like it's not hooping. He's like, it's for this. Like you could beat this right here, no matter. And that's a life lesson. You know what I'm saying? Even after basketball, like life is gonna test you always. If you could beat that mental battle, bro, you good. Tell everything. This life stuff is mental. This life game is just mental, man. I'm telling you, that's the biggest thing I learned in college, bro. He gave you free game for sure.
So what gets recruited? Right? Like what gets recruited? Is it like high energy guys? Do you like Jason Tatum type of guys? Silent killers, right? No emotion. Or do you want your Anthony Edwards? Your dogs, right? Like, do you want rah guys, or are you cool with the silent Steph Curry, babyface? What really gets recruited these days? I guess, or like as far as your philosophy goes, and like, what do you really like aiming for? Like, what's preferred per se?
It's a lot of ways you could break it down, right? Like nitpick, but the main thing is we want to win. So finding guys that impact winning, and everybody winning in different ways, but that's the main goal. And like he may not be the best shooter, the best ball handler, but how does he impact winning? He may be a guy that dives on every loose ball. He may be a guy that's always gonna crash the glass. Like that's the stuff matters. He may be a guy that's pressing full court. You know what I mean? Obviously they got special skills like Tatum. You 6'8", can shoot, pass, and dribble, and you athletic. Like all right, you 1-on-1, but finding guys that can impact winning, and everybody's way to impact winning is different. Some guys bring energy. Some guys guard 1 through 5. Some guys make every read on the ball screen, right? Some guys got a little intangibles. You know what I mean? We got to find guys that impact winning. That's all that matters. Impact winning.
What kind of offense do y'all run? Is it like motion? Is it up transition? Is it what is it?
We play fast. We
play fast.
We play fast. We want to guard, play fast, but on offense, it's a lot of 5 out, 4 out, right? That's why I told you, skills pay the bills, right? We want
that's an NBA offense.
Yeah, like we want our bigs. Our bigs can shoot, pass, and dribble. Our bigs may come off of a big to big ball screen and make a bounce pass to the road, man. Our bigs may hit you on the back door. Our guards may post up, right? One thing that we do is we post up our guards because most guards don't know how to guard the post. They're not taught that, right? So you got a big guard, like 6'2", 6'3", big guard, and you got bigs that can shoot. So now, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if I'm posting my guard up and this big want to come down and help, and I kick out to this big, what you gonna do?
You describing the guard right here, man. I was a big Chauncey Billups, Andre Miller. I'm posting him, and I'm gonna kiss it off the glass. So guards got.
He's wearing Chauncey Billups, fool.
No, I said it was my favorite players.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I wasn't an athlete, but I'm just saying Chauncey Billups. Like, I'm like the one guy. I'm from the Midwest, so Detroit Pistons. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm telling you, I favor those guys over the.
We want big guards that can abuse their matchup with bigs that can space the floor, because most bigs naturally want to protect the rim. But if I'm taking you may sign a guy who's a 7-footer and his whole impact winning is him protecting the rim. But if I got a guard on this post and a big that you guard that can shoot lights out, the way you impact the game is over with. You know what I'm saying? You got to go guard this guy to shoot this 3-ball.
He's a real coach, Russ. Hey, Russ, he's a real coach.
And I got some real jab because you're describing Zach Edey. And I love the guy like Zach Edey during the tournament. Hey, just go rim to rim, rebound, block shots, and clean up. You'll go to the NBA, son. Just do that for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For the Mavs start, for the Memphis start and all that, yeah.
Yeah. Edey a problem. And college different than the NBA for sure, but
right.
You know, because you can take a guy like Edey like that and dominate in college, obviously, but hard to find bigs at our level that can really, you know, shoot the ball like that at a high clip. You know what I mean? If they can, not really super athletic, but that's our whole philosophy, man. Get guys that can shoot, pass, and dribble and space these guys out.
Now, Coach, at the same time as we're talking, you're kind of scaring me because what you're describing is a European big, and that's not really the guys that we kind of grew up with. Is that kind of the way you guys are leaning as far as recruitment goes?
Now so you got 15 scholarships at Division I level, right? You got 15 scholarships, so we got versatility, right? We got two bigs I would kind of describe as skilled bigs that can play a little inside out, but also you need versatility. So we got two guys that's 6'10" who can't shoot at all. They bullies though, you know what I mean? So you got to be able to play different ways. I always want to play a certain way, but it may be a team that match up with you well, who they can guard that 3-ball out there on the perimeter, but they small inside. All right, so we're gonna sub in, you know, big man who's gonna dominate you on the block. You know what I mean? So that's the way we prefer, but we also got guys off the bench that could do multiple styles. You know what I mean?
How does the NIL affect it? Like, is y'all happy about that? Being on the other side of the fence, I know the kids are.
Yeah, they definitely.
I know the youth are. But I'm saying, how does coaches like? Does that get in the way? Does that help or hurt you guys if you're trying to get a recruit, or you know, how does that work?
And is that one of the first questions from the parents or players?
So it's. I think it hurts. Obviously, I'm happy for the guys to get paid. I always want you to get paid, but the game is
overall hurting a game of basketball, the love and spirit.
Yeah, I would say so, because it's a lot of entitlement going on. You know what I mean? And it's like, and I understand though, some of these guys make good money, so it's kind of like it's real transactional right now. You know what I mean? In college, it's kind of like, what can you offer me? Like, what can y'all do for me? You know what I mean? Like, how much you got for me? What can you do for my family? And it hurts the game. It hurts people approach the game. I think the love for it and hunger of it is gone. You know what I mean? A lot of guys used to play like, you know, make this money, but not dudes is getting a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like, especially
this is the question I love to ask. How long has the NIL been in effect?
Say it again.
How long has NIL been in effect? How long has NIL been available for kids coming in to get paid?
I mean, and illegally, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
I'm saying it's just legally became effect in the past couple of years, right?
Yeah, like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah,
maybe 2, 3, maybe 5. You could say 5 max, right?
Right.
I would say.
My question is, so if they don't approve it, if they don't legalize it, so all this money was just sitting in somebody's back pocket, and none of our kids supposed to ever get none of it. None of our parents. Oh, look at the kids you recruit, bro. You love some of them kids, bro. I'm just saying, whether they do good, right, or bad, the money was just sitting around for 50 years.
Yeah, that's a good point. I ain't think about it like that.
The money just was never gonna get broken down with the minorities ever. Yeah. They was just gonna keep. Hey, we built a new gym. We built a new logo. We fed y'all.
Right.
Hey, free Gatorades.
Hey, your name on the back of the jersey. Here go a poster. So that's the way I look at it. I'm like, wait a minute, this is actually available? Wait a minute, where the fuck did the money come from?
Yeah.
This money has been sitting here the whole time. It's been available the whole time. They just was like, no, you're not worth it. Shout out Ed O'Bannon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
Ed O'Bannon. You know, that's the way I look at it.
What are like, in that case, what are like 3 to 5 selling points that you would tell a recruit about SIU to try to win them over from like a different school?
Playing, it depends on your end goal. If your end goal is being a pro, you need to come where you could play right away and have the biggest impact, right? A lot of guys chase money. And usually the guys that offer more money is Power 5 schools. So a lot of guys chase the Power 5 scene because of the bells and whistles. But you wouldn't go you could go make more money up here and be a role player, average 4 or 5 points a game, or come to a mid-major level, dominate, be one of the guys, and get more exposure. That's kind of how we kind of break it down. Obviously, there's more details into it, but go where you can make the biggest impact. Now, if a Power 5 calling you, say, hey, you come be the guy, be the all-league type player, go do it. But most Power 5s are offering these kids, selling dreams where you come out here and really make an impact and go play pro, honestly.
And I got a quick question, not to get sidetracked, but I was kind of thinking, I'm like, Southern Illinois, did Walt Frazier go there?
Yeah, he did. Yep.
Okay, my uncle played there with him, bro. Dick Garrett.
Yeah. I think they might both be on the wall. I know
they are. They both pros, bro. Dick Garrett, Bucks legend, Laker legend, though. But I'm like, wait a minute, Southern Illinois. Yeah. That's Walt Frazier, and then our next guest, like one of my best friends, that's his dad. A
lot of tradition, bro. So SIU is on spot, a lot of tradition, bro.
Yeah, so I definitely wanted to shout that part out because we mentioned a lot of the big schools, and that's not a small school. Are y'all sponsored by Puma?
No, not right now. We were Under Armour. You know what I mean? We were Under Armour.
How does that work? Why?
We've been there before I got here, but it's like you said, it's not a small school. I don't want to say small school. We top 10 country in the league.
Exactly.
It's definitely a good. People don't know about Carbondale and know about what's going on, but real hoop heads know. But it's really a good school and a good situation.
It took me, I don't even know how we've been doing this for 30, 40 minutes. That just dawned on me. I'm like, wait a minute, Southern Illinois, that's Walt Frazier, my uncle. Wait a minute.
It's a great.
What other pros did y'all have come out of there?
I think Walt Frazier the biggest one, and I don't want to like Chris Carr. Chris Carr.
When you get to campus, man, when will you send me a picture of Dick Garrett on the wall, man? I gotta send it to my best friend, and he's actually our next guest for next week, and he's coaching at Iowa State right now.
Okay, no, I got you.
Yeah. My high school teammate, best friend, play for the Sun. But that's just, I remember, I'm like, Southern Illinois. Okay, wait a minute. That's a little bit part of wait a minute. That's part of, let me think a little bit. But that's dope, bro. So I'm definitely going to catch a game. That actually be real cool. I'll catch that Bradley game. That'll be cool.
What made you get into coaching?
Man, I would say D4. And I always tell the story, man, like, D4 was basically he changed this, man. He made his team men. I mean, I used to play with some dudes on my team, man, who were, they came from different situations. Like you said, streets of the ball. You know what I mean? And they was on their last chance. You know what I mean? And I watched D4 kind of just mold them into being, decent men. And while doing that, he coaching, he winning games. He got a beautiful home. You know what I mean? He making good money. Like I love the relationship aspect of it, man. Like, I view him as a father figure. Like people view him as a father figure. I'm like, man, like you impacting lives, bro. You changing lives. You inspire people. You know what I mean? And you winning games, and you making some good money, and you can win a championship, and you got to, what I mean? It's all the things together. But the main core is like, bro, you really impacting these kids' lives. You know what I mean? Like, and they look up to you while playing basketball, the game we all love. So I was sold from that point, the way he impacted people's lives, especially me.
For sure. Basketball does save lives. That's a fact that I think we all can agree on here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll totally attest to that. Saved our life for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially when we were kind of coming up, usually they're going to be dead or in jail for sure.
Some people like that, man. I'm telling you, some people's story like that.
Yeah, for sure. And so, but no, having that hoop dream definitely kept me going. But even in your journey, I think you have an interesting perspective because you played at a HBCU, but now you're at a PWI. And so what would you say are some of the pros and cons or the differences between the two?
Just resources. That's all it is. But like, I love playing at Tennessee State, right? Just being around, my people, the support, right? You got black teachers, black advisors, black professors, black coaches everywhere. I just thought it was beautiful to see us all in positions of power. And when that thing got rolling, like our support was great because at the time CSU wasn't even known for being a basketball school. We had a couple down years, but when we won, man, the folks came out here SIU has a great tradition, like, you know, generations back. Like people, grandparents come to the game, great grandparents, season ticket holders come to the game, and the tradition runs deep. You know, it's definitely it's both is love on both ends. I would just say it's more resources been at a higher level compared to HBCU. Like we take charter flights to our games here, where at Tennessee State, you know, it's bus rides everywhere, no matter how far it is. You may get lucky and get a flight. You know what I mean?
Hard to compete, man, with a bus and a chartered flight. It's hard. It's hard.
Both love on both ends, but it's just more resources. That's all it is.
Hey, we see Darreon left Jackson State. You know, it's just
Colorado.
it's tough, bro.
People crucified him, bro. I'm like, but I get it though. You know what I mean? I get it.
It's tough, but he did a lot for that. You know,
he made the program better than when you got there. That's the end goal. Like he left Jackson State better than when he first got there. You know what I mean? So got to tilt your hat and keep it pushing.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Jackson State and Dion's a whole separate subject, man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it was jumping. He left. It's just tough. It's just two different, you know.
Well, I mean, your people don't support you. All the coaches wasn't rocking with Dion.
Yeah.
Ed Robinson's son, the coach from Grambling football. He one of the biggest entities in there. He wouldn't shake Dion's hand on the field.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like then he bring in the cameras, CNN, ESPN, Newfield, Under Armour. We get putting kids in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We eat ourselves alive, man. It's just terrible. Sometimes it should be on display.
Exactly.
Would you go back and coach HBCU?
Yeah, it's definitely a goal of mine to get back to TSU if it makes sense. You know what I mean?
You gonna stop getting on planes and get back on the bus?
That's what I say. If it makes
sense, just get on.
If it makes sense, you know. But I'm happy where I'm at. You know, I'm happy with my trajectory. I've been a lot of places. I've been progressing pretty well. And I'm a big be where your feet are. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really looking, planning my future. That's how you stretch yourself out. But I'm right now. We got a good team. I'm with a good staff. I'm happy, and that's all that matters. So I'm cool. Whatever happened, it'll happen.
Talk about the pros and cons of college coaching, though, and being young and coming up. I mean, even from being the graduate student on the end of the bench, right, traveling with the team and just kind of taking the notes, right? I mean, just even a guy like myself, I thought about coaching. Just even people, you might be in Backwood, Minnesota. Yeah. You might be in Backwood, Virginia, coaching that small town head, but you're the head coach, and you put that on your resume. I mean, and you got your wifey, who, if you're one of us, she want to live how she want to live and be in the city. You already know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So, how is that trying to find that balance and being like, hey, let's give it more time? I mean, how do you kind of walk through that journey?
You got to know what you sign up for. I feel like any career path is going to be, you got to start from somewhere. You know what I mean? But end of the day, man, I just realized that it's a blessing. I view it as a blessing to do what I got to do. I don't view it as work. Like I said, I always think about why I'm doing it for, and it's for the next generation, my players, the kids I'm recruiting, to make that impact. So, like my first job, I was a JUCO coach in Oklahoma, bro, and in the middle of nowhere, making $15K, living.
Which JUCO?
NOC Enid. You probably never heard of North Oklahoma College Enid, right? It's small. Go ahead.
They play Coffeeville, maybe?
Yeah, nah, we played them before, but it's like, who else in that league?
What part of Oklahoma was it in?
It's called Enid, Oklahoma. So it was like us, Murray State was in that, Murray State JUCO, NEO.
My brother went to Northeastern State.
Northeastern State. That's Oklahoma.
It's in Tahlequah, Oklahoma, by Muskogee.
Yeah. So it's probably like an hour from Oklahoma City.
Okay.
Yeah, but I said I was making $15K there. Then I went Division II. I doubled it, made 30. But that's still, if you worry about the money part, you always never gonna be happy. You know what I mean? But I always try to realize why I was doing it for, man. Even my kids from my first team text me today, like, Coach, I appreciate you for what you did, like being there for me. I get texts from parents saying I appreciate you being there for my son. Like that's the
reward. That's the gift that keeps on giving.
And eventually you keep working, man. You're doing it the right way. You're gonna get to where you want to be. You know what I mean?
So I had a question. I wanted to ask, so as being a college coach, how do y'all handle, you keep it general, as far as agent goes? Like if you have a kid and you like, hey, man, this kid's a pro, and then I got 5 agents. Like how do you make that? Like how does that conversation go? Or is that something that's just not part of it?
Yeah, I mean, we more so with the NIL agents, right?
Okay.
If a guy will be an NBA player, go, that's gonna make us look better anyway. So we
that ain't really okay. Now it's like
yeah.
do
So
whatever you want, man. We gonna benefit just off representing you.
yeah, exactly. You go get drafted. Hey, we help them. You know what I'm saying? It helps us. You know, what I'm
We finna throw you. Hey, we gonna throw you on the wall. We finna use that as recruitment tool. Everything.
Some people do that honestly as recruitment. Like, 'cause a lot of people leave and go. Like, we had a kid last year at BYU, Kennard Davis Hooper. You know what I mean? He was good for us. He's at BYU now. And some coaches will be like, "Hey, we had a kid come here and go to BYU. Like, come here."
So he finna play with AJ.
Yeah, he gonna start. He gonna start. He gonna start for him. He good, but yeah, a lot of ways to work around guys leaving. You know what I mean, and going places that could benefit the program.
Okay. This is crazy, coach.
Yeah.
Because you almost expect a player to transfer.
Different. It's different, man.
This is crazy what you're telling me.
Hey, but the coach I work for, he not with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling most schools though.
No, I completely understand. It's the way of the business. It's the world we're living in. It completely makes sense.
You got to find ways to be creative. Like, say you had a small,
for sure,
right? Say you had a small school and your guy go high major, right? You got to tell these kids that you probably can't get, like, hey, come here, just come here for a year, and then you can come here and go. Like, we don't believe it. We want our guys to come here and stay, but you got to be creative. You know what I'm saying? So you may be at a smaller school and say, hey, man, come here for a year. Last year we said this guy high major. You come do the same thing. Like, it's kind of like we're kind of like glorified JUCOs now. You know what I'm saying? Like, come here for a year or two and go high major. We don't want to
get off. They ain't gonna let you get off over there.
Exactly.
Hey, we don't want. You ain't finna get off over there. You finna hurt yourself. You don't go over there, and your value finna go down, and then now you burnt. Now you gonna have to go. You
tell them that, and try to get them to love it so much they want to stay. So you may say, hey man, come here for a year or two.
Right.
Go high major to get them to come to school, and then once they get here, they may love.
They fall in love with it.
Yeah, now you want to stay. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm gonna give what's your name another nine, man. Great kid. He definitely could have went and did his thing, Darius Hannah, but he stayed at Bradley. So that's kind of what I feel like that's kind of what you're saying. Like,
showed him love. He found a home, you know what I'm saying? And
right.
He like, I don't care. I'm with these people for the rest of my life. Like, I'm gonna go pro. Ooh, I got a job when I come back. Like, I got people I could ask for if I need something that, for my family. Like, I'm happy here. I'm not finna go see if the grass is greener elsewhere.
Yeah, one thing these kids sleep on, man, is like transferring so much. I get it, but you don't have a home when you're done. Like, he can go back to Bradley whenever he wants to. He good money.
Right.
You want to know what the term is for those kids?
What you call it?
They calling it. We calling it. They saying they portal bandits.
Portal bandits.
Portal bandits. They bandits. Hey, bad. They going to get $1 million. $1 million. They don't even care who what. Hey, they got 2 agents. Like, hey, they call them portal bandits. They playing for Rod Wave Elite. Like, hey, just let you know. I know for them. And then another thing, it's the pros and cons of the NIL and the portal. I've been dealing with it a little bit. They gonna say a lot of guys die in the portal.
Yeah, facts.
Thinking they're that dude.
Facts.
You could die in the portal as well. I know a few who died.
The portal will humble you, man. The portal will humble you quickly.
And I know a couple people that went and it didn't work out. Because your numbers don't translate to this conference. Your numbers looked good where you were just at. Your numbers is not going to look good over here.
It's all about system, man. That's why I said NIL is good, but it blind people, man. The situation may not be good, but the money good, right? The situation is way more important. The coaching staff who you with, the guys you playing with, the system, how they gonna use you. But they just see, man, they give me more money, I gotta go. You know what I mean? The money is just it blinds these kids.
But it's money on both sides, right? And that's why the portal's not all willy-nilly, right? There is a formula to it. There's rankings, right? Like Bebe said, we could figure out, well, you average 12 over here. You might average 8 or 4 points over here based in this conference. Mm-hmm. And this has all been worked out. This ain't just something off the top of my head. This has all been dealt with professionals. This has been analyzed by analytics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
People's jobs on the line. Do y'all play? Do y'all play Tulane?
Nah, ain't that conference. Nah.
Man, I knew a kid over there, man, played real good at Tulane, man, and his NIL was through the roof. I'm talking about, like, he had big schools wanting him, and he just stayed at Tulane. And I was like, man, I respect that. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's still some good. So it's like, it's just different ways of looking at it, man. But all I know is I didn't like that kids are getting $800,000 to go to school now. So that been available since the '70s, and like y'all wasn't gonna say nothing.
Still get back on
They
that.
wasn't gonna say anything. They would just be like, "Hey man, get your little free lunch and good job. Hey, your jersey, I sold out. Good job." Like, it's
Yeah.
just crazy, bro.
So with NIL and portals and recruitment being as big as it is, I mean, what does it mean for the diamonds in the rough, right? The poor babies, the young ones in the trap, 6'6", 6'4", that can hoop, but ain't really got the resources to make a team or got the shoes or really got the network to kind of get to where he's going. Are those diamonds in the rough still being found? Or are they still, is it a chance they're being, given an opportunity as others? Or is it just, are they being priced out?
Nah, it's all about it's all about just what the program need. You know what I mean? Like we don't found guys who didn't produce at their last school or getting under
Mm.
recruited, but it's all about just being a good coach, being a good evaluator, seeing how they fit into your system. It's I want to say if you're good enough, it's a home for you somewhere. It's just on that staff to go out there and really put the work in, not be lazy. Like a lot of guys kind of just look at the portal, um, go for the top dogs, go for the guys that's no brainers, right? The no brainer guys. But if you really dig in that portal, man, it may be a guy like that average 4 points at a school. But if you watch him play, like, hey, like he probably be better with us. Like that's how you get steals. You know what I mean? That's how you get them steals where
Exactly.
it translates, man. You get them for the cheap too. Like even last year, like Kennard Davis, the year before we got here, he averaged 4 points a game as a freshman. Next year with us, he averaged 16 points a game, right, as a sophomore, because the system benefits him more, right? So
Mm.
you got to really put Royal Sleep go to work, man. I'm gonna put. I look up all the names. I look up everybody names, and okay, let's see where he was at, what he do.
Do y'all look at junior college players?
We personally we do sometimes, but coach has traditionally hasn't really signed many JUCO guys. He's really big on high school guys, which is rare. Which why we get a lot of high school kids for us, and we make them stay and build our program that way. Like this year, we got 5 seniors. We want to sign 5 high school kids and keep it going from there. But
And
it's
would you say y'all roster diverse?
yeah, for sure. We got guys from the Netherlands, white kids, black kids. We got a Mexican center. Like we don't discriminate. We want good
Mhm.
kids that go hoop.
Well, I'm saying if you got, are you getting this view together? I'm saying if you got another question on your list. Maybe he getting his view together though. But no, bro, definitely appreciate you, bro. Some good content though. I sure thought about like Illinois. I'm like, wait a minute, I've been hearing about Southern Illinois forever, man.
Yeah. No, it's definitely. I'm gonna take a picture of that wall for you.
Yeah, man, that'll be dope for me because I honestly have never seen it, and that'll just be dope. I'll just send that in, and then, like I said, I got bro coming on as a guest next Sunday.
What you say? What's your name?
Uh, my best friend is Deontay Garrett. His dad is Dick Garrett.
Right.
It might say Eldo. That
Right.
might be that's his real name, but it should say Dick Garrett though. But he played Lakers, Jerry West, and then retired with the Bucks. And then he's from So you heard of Centralia, Illinois?
Yeah, that's right. That's right down the road. Yeah, some
So
trade.
they from Centralia, right?
Yeah.
So he went league for the Lakers, played, and then played for the Bucks and retired, and then he had a son, and then I ended up growing up. My mom went to school with the older kids, and then he had a son that's my age, and then me and him was just best friends, Kobe fans and best friends, and just dope, bro. It's like he worked for the Bucks right now. My uncle worked for the Bucks right now. It's just dope. But cool story though. But I just remember selling Illinois. That's like what we used to talk about. Then it was like him and Walt Frazier with the backcourt.
Mm-hmm.
Biggest goals for SIU coming up this season.
Win a championship, no doubt about it, man. No, it's our going into our second year. Our first year, man, we got hired. Not making the school, we got hired late. We had to sign 10 guys basically in a month and a half, and go out there and compete. But this year, we kind of got to have a full summer to, really do our homework on guys that we feel like fit our system on and off the court. And I think we got a squad this year, got everything we need. So we're trying to put it together day by day, build chemistry, put guys in tough situations, how they respond together. But we looking to win, and then keep winning. You know what I mean? Not just 1 year.
How did y'all finish up in the conference tournament last year?
We actually won a game. I think it was 8th seed. We played 7th seed Indiana State, winning on a late bucket. Then we played Drake, the team that ended up winning the whole thing. We played Drake the next round, and up losing. But Drake they had a good unit. They ended up winning, beating Mizzou in the tournament. You know what I mean?
What's the top teams in your conference?
It changed every year, man. But historically, right, Bradley is always good. Drake has been good. This year, but Northern Iowa will be good. It's a good league from top to bottom. Like SIU before they were good. You know what I'm saying? It's really a good league from top to bottom. So it's just a good conference.
Okay, now and the exact name of the conference.
Missouri Valley Conference.
Okay, Missouri Valley.
Right, great league.
So who's filthy for you guys? I mean, who's y'all star player? Would you got 1 or 2 horses? Who's filthy? We trying to figure out, man. Who should we watch out for SIU?
Kennard, going with the whole team is good. I ain't gonna lie, they all. I'm gonna give them all love. We did a good job, bringing the right kids in. We got a great point guard, came from Jacksonville State. He a sophomore. Kel Ron House, he nice. We got Prince Alibe, probably the biggest name because he came from Seton Hall, high major transfer. He's good. I can name the whole team. Like we got a team, even guys who don't average a lot of points, they just dogs. Like they just the whole team.
Expected to be our lead scorer though. Is it 2 guard? Is it 3 bed?
You can be honest, coach. Hold them to it.
Yeah, we got the way we play. The point guard, who's the alpha?
The way we play, the way college is going, right? Everybody love ball screen. So we have a good point guard. He gonna have the ball in his hand a lot. So it kind of can be on here. If he want to go score, he can. If he want to make a play, he can. But I would say he'll probably be our biggest offensive contributor. You know what I mean? If he want to score, he can go score. If not,
he's filthy.
Now look, Kelron nice. He nice. He filthy. Yeah, he filthy.
That's what filthy means. Like, okay.
One more question. So, I mean, we're talking about college. It's the fall. You're talking about point guards. Real quick, preseason conditioning. What y'all running? Miles, lines, 5 a.m.s, 2-a-days. How y'all get down to SIU?
We doing something called stations. I'm glad you asked that. We did it. We do it every Friday. So stations basically 10 different stations, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. And it sounds sweet, but it's not. And
it's not. Yeah, it's hard.
Stations and you got a partner.
What's the station? Is it like jumps?
Is every
touches?
It's suicides, right? It's suicides, it's sprints. We got rim touches, we got weight ball jumps, we got weighted jump rope, we got sled push. It's based like a big circuit where and it's 4 rounds and they be dying. And anytime you put your hands on your knees to catch air, we add a sprint on. So you gotta stay up. It's really tough. Like it's
in a defensive stance. They doing defensive slides.
Yeah, slide. That's I do the slides. Yeah. So you imagine you going from defensive.
We had stations in my college. So
you go from slides right to sprints. You got to slide for 30 seconds hard as you can. 30-second break. Now 30 seconds on. You got to sprint 5 and 30. Sprint 5 times on the court 5 and 30. 30-second break. Now you're going to box jumps. Right after box jumps, you go to weighted jump rope. So it's just on. You know what I'm saying? And it's nonstop, man. Dudes be dead, man. Dudes be dead.
Yeah.
Like you said, it reveals character.
It reveals character. Yeah. Reveals character.
You're gonna find out who. You're gonna reveal a nigga diet. He gonna throw up. You're gonna know who drinking. You're gonna know who smokes. You're gonna know everything about him just off working him. You're gonna be like,
he fresh out the guts.
Tough. He just looked tough. He's actually tough.
The main thing revealed though is how well you push through, feeling like I can't do it, and also how well, how tough you're gonna be when your teammates need you. Some guys they get tired and kind of get in their little shell. Other guys get tired and leaving their teammates. We want the guys. The goal is the guys to come together. Like we need each other. Like let's push. Some guys get tired. Like man, stop talking to me. Like, leave me alone. Like you know what I mean. You got to come together when times get tough. That's the main goal.
We used to do what you call the Indian run where you got
around the track. Yeah,
and that's you gonna know who your guy.
Yep.
You gonna know who your guy, man, because then you got to work together on that. You
do. Yeah, a lot of stuff like that we do, man, to keep guys in tune with each other.
Yeah, facts, man. Coach Reddick, man, I feel like we can keep the conversation going, but we won't take up too much of your time, my brother. Yeah. Man, we appreciate you, man, taking the time for and tapping in with us, man, on Growers of the Game, my friend.
I appreciate having you on, for sure, no doubt.
Man, definitely, bro. Really appreciate you, man. We're gonna follow up. Send me that picture if you can before next Sunday, because like I said, I got my bro coming off Miami State as a guest, and then that's his dad. That'll be dope. That'll be just a great way to finish up like we just did a coach at Southern Illinois. Yeah, can send me this picture.
Yeah.
And we're gonna keep it going like that. And also we gonna check back and wish you in on that them expectations.
Oh no, yeah,
That's key because every coach that we interview, we're gonna be like, hey, we just gonna look back. We're gonna keep up with you during the season.
I'm with that. Hold me accountable. I need that. We gonna be good this year, man. I'm stamping it.
Yeah, we're gonna check back in with you, catch a game and stuff. But man, I really appreciate your time, man. This was great. It was a healthy combo. Hey, one more thing. Your mom did a hell of a job, brother.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Your mom did a hell of a job, bro. I want to meet her one day, bro. Because for you to not have no older siblings or
Nah, for real.
Like or no dad or
Nah,
nothing
for real.
You and your mom, like what you've accomplished and you know how the way you carry yourself and conduct yourself, bro. That's dope, man. So
She appreciate that, bro. I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, nah, coach, we appreciate it, man.
Yep.
LaRon, your boy take over Russ. As always, stay out the streets, stay in that gym. Gurus of the game, man. We'll see y'all next time. Yes, sir.